Hello! Hi guys and welcome back to Zinjy's World. This is my Let's Play series. Since our last episode guys, I've just been doing a little bit of work down here. Not an awful lot. I've not actually had a chance to sort of get on my world the past week and a bit due to my house sort of being slightly under construction in a way. So yeah, I've not been able to get in because I've had someone in doing stuff on the house. So recording it's sort of ground to a halt. So sorry there was no episode last weekend. That was the reason why. I managed to get a little tutorial video which was a basalt maker. If you have not seen it, by all means go and have a look. It's pretty cool. And I also kind of want to say thanks to anyone who's watching that watched my concrete video, because that video is taken off. Well, at least for my channel anyway, it's taken off, and I have got almost, I don't even dare to say, like 900 views on it. And it's mad. It's mad. Yeah, for me it's pretty mad, and I'm very grateful and very thankful for the views and the feedback I got on that episode on that video. It's been amazing. But anyway, getting back to my world. Yes, so since last episode guys, if we pop out and out here, obviously I've not been able to do much, so I've not really been around and not really been on. I just had time to make that one little tutorial. But this is what we did in our last episode, which was finally get round to creating the barge. And personally, I think this came out quite nicely. I mean, it's nowhere near finished, obviously. We still need to finish it off, which we're going to do today. But even just these little bits here, the drop crates, I think they're awesome. I think they're really cool. It's not really a way I can think of improving them. I would like to maybe add something more, but for what I've got just now, I think it's great. It's really, really nice. It really works really well. But yes, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to finish this off, and hopefully we are also going to tend to the giant fan that is going to be attached to the bottom here. Yeah, that is my plan for today, is to do that. Something that I do need to also do is head through the nether portal, because I need to show you something with regards, or not, to my mob farm. And the thing in question I'm talking about is this right here. Yes, in our last episode I had gathered a lot of TNT to obviously blow up the nether to get myself, wait for it, my lovely netherite armor. Yes, we did. But yeah, when I was AFK in here to get the TNT, this collection system, it's good, but it's nowhere near anything good enough for this mob farm. Yeah, I mean, every sort of hour or so I'd have to come back down and take everything out and then, you know, reset it all and that. I just don't have a big enough collection system, so something I do need to do at some point. Let me get down here and show you. Oh, just in case anyone's not seen this before. This is my collection system. Yes, it currently is a dirt box, and I think I have maybe like 4 double chests. Yeah, it is empty currently because I think I raided it. Oh, there's still a couple of things here, yeah, but this is the system for collection. It was meant to be temporary, and I should have sorted it a long time ago, so this is something else I need to do. I'm not saying I'm going to get to it today, but I am thinking of maybe starting doing streaming on Twitch. So I think this may be potentially the first project I want to do on stream. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. Hopefully when I have time. Hopefully not too distant future. But yes, I want to make this sort of my first project on Twitch. So I'll maybe pop out a wee video or a wee message on my Twitter account for those of you who maybe want to come and join us on Twitch, and you know, we'll build this together. You know, we'll talk through stuff. You can ask me questions and stuff, and you know, in live real time. It'll be getting cool. Hopefully when come out, you guys will come and hang out. That'll be pretty smart. But yeah, this is a project I want to do on Twitch when I start streaming. But anyway, let's get back to our base and let's get on with the project in hand, which is our delightful barge. Right, so for the barge we need to finish this off today. That's definitely the plan for today, is to get finished. So what we need to do is we need to finish off probably the bottom part. I think we're nearly there with that. I think we've got, kind of got that almost done in the last episode. Maybe I'll do little touch-ups, maybe so it's not so kind of square. Obviously Minecraft, you don't really get away with that, but there's ways and means that you can do stuff like that. So I might change that slightly. I don't want to change too much though, because I like the shape the way it is, and I think it came out quite nicely in the last episode. Maybe just little touches here or there that we can do. But I think by the time we get the balloon on the top, and as I talked about in the last, I was maybe having those side fans. So maybe if I can get away with it, and depending on space, I'll have one each side, and they'll be connected with like struts, and they'll come out, and then they'll be sort of level with the fan in the middle, so it's like it's hovering for delivering the the drop off, which will look quite cool. And if I can fit it in, I'll have 2 either side. If not, I'll just go with the 1. And then I may put 1 at the back. That might look quite cool. And then we'll have the balloon up above as well. Yet again, no, I have no wilt, so I'm going to have to go and collect some of that, which is delightful. I love shearing sheep. I definitely need a farm for that, but we're taking our time. We're not rushing anything. So yep, that's fine. But yes, this is what I want to get finished today, and also we need to do the fan underneath as well. That will probably take the longest because it requires pillaring up and pillaring down, but I've done it enough with this build already, so I am fairly used to it by now, shall we say. Yeah, it took a long time to build this, but yeah, we're looking good so far. So let's crack on and try and get this finished today, and then maybe we can start some of the interior. That's a part I'm really looking forward to doing, but we'll see what we can get done today. So I need to go and collect some wool, and I'll see you guys once I've collected some wool and I've started to build this up. Right, last little couple of blocks here, and that one and this one. Right, let's fly out and have a wee look, see what we've got. Yeah, that works. It's obviously basic. I'm still in the midst early stages of building, but yeah, that's pretty good. It's a nice basis. Yeah, I think the spacing is quite well. Obviously this little part I'll be getting rid of. That was just me pillaring up to build it. Yeah, spacing is quite well. I think it's working great. Yes. No, I like it. You know what I think it is? It's just because it's not fully built. I think that's what it is. Sometimes when you're building these things and you've got bases like a skeleton like this, it's quite hard to... Well, it's not hard to envision. I can envision it, but sometimes it's just quite hard to sort of just be like, is it going to be good? Is it going to be good? Yeah, no, I think we're on to a winner. Right, let's continue building this and see where we can take it. Ow. Yes, let's continue building and see where we can take this. This build sure does use a lot of wool. Yes, it does. Yeah, not for sure. But we are coming on quite nicely in this build. If I get on out here, we'll turn around. And I've almost got one side done. Yeah, it's looking quite nice. Really nice. I like the way it's sort of come out. Yeah, I know I've got like a sort of 3x3 here strip. I have left that for a reason, though. I was going to use a wool and put it along. I felt like maybe I would just be wasting wool, because what I'm thinking is putting a strip of wood sort of along this middle section right here. Yeah, so there'll be like a bit of wood going right along to the end, and also on top as well. And I think underneath on the middle strip I'm going to have wood sort of running, so it's almost like it's been holding the balloon in place. And we'll maybe use like stair blocks and stuff to give it a little bit of sort of texture, as in like sort of sticking up, kind of like what we did I think underneath, if I remember correctly. If I can get down here, I think there's, yeah, sort of like that, just using those stair blocks there. So I think we'll probably do that on top and on bottom as well. It's only one side though, as you can see. We're fairly sort of empty. But yeah, it's coming along quite nicely, coming along really nicely. But it does require a lot of wool, a lot more wool later, and I think we have a finished product maybe. Yep, let's get here and have a wee look. Yeah. That is it, completely covered up on both sides now, as you can see, and it's looking pretty decent. It's looking very decent. I think we've got a really nice build going here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks very flat on the sides and maybe the top just now. I think once maybe we throw the wood in and we throw the straps in, you know, like maybe like the buckles we're going to have, that'll connect onto it, so it's like, you know, it's been obviously held onto the ship. It's not just going to be floating in there after all. I think that may bring it out a bit more, may make it look a bit better. The only other thing I have found, I didn't really think of it before when I was building it, was inside we have an absolute, let me get in here, an absolute ton of space. Like a ton of space in here that we could probably do something with. Not quite sure what with yet, but we could do something in here. But yep, that's something for the future, for sure. But yeah, this is actually all the wool I currently have left. It required a lot of shearing. A lot of innocent sheep were sheared during the making of this process, but it all went to a good cause. But yep, this is it sort of so far. We're getting there slowly. I think we should maybe add the wood, start adding maybe the wood in, and we'll see how far we can sort of get with that. I think maybe going over the top and round would be a good idea. So I'm going to do it around the sides, and maybe we'll do some over the, like, sort of coming down the sides as well, so as if it's wrapping all the way around. That'd be quite cool in itself as well. Cool in itself indeed. We have made a bit of progress for sure. So what I've gone with, I went with the jungle wood, same sort of thing we were sticking with down below, and we have ourselves the beginnings of the strap that we're going to build for this. Yeah, that's looking really nice. So I've gone, as I say, we've gone with the jungle wood, so I've sort of incorporated some that we had into this. I've just sort of put up top, and I'm only using jungle wood for this. I'm not sort of going to, I don't think I'm going to use other wood. I think maybe just the jungle works quite nicely. So I've used the stripped jungle, you know, wood itself, and the jungle trapdoors. I'm not set on the jungle trapdoors. I may change those, but I think they do look quite nice. I might change them just to add a different colour in. I think that might be a good idea. Gone with the stairs on the side, and we have the fencing sort of going down and round, and that's going to be like the, essentially like the brace, you know, that holds the balloon in for it. I think I may go for a middle one as well. I think the two looks quite cool. Whoa, hello. But I think I could, whoa, that was close. I think I could go for one down the middle. I think that the third one might just add a bit more to it than it is. I'm not doing anything with the sides yet, and I have probably decided I'm going to put a propeller on the back here. I wasn't going to, but I think I'm going to probably do a propeller on the back as well. I think it's quite cool in itself. But yeah, we're coming along quite nicely, very nicely indeed. I'm definitely going to add a third one down the middle. I think that's probably a good idea in itself, just to add it, make it look a bit more sort of filled out a bit. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think the filling out worked. Let's take a wee, oh, no maybe not. Whoa, that was close. Let's take a wee fly out here. Yes, that is looking so much better, so much better. So I did add the third one in, and I think with the third one, personally, I think it looks really, really cool with the third one. I've also done the other side as well now, and you can see that. Yep, we're looking really good, really, really good. We just need to obviously attach it on now. That's the next part. I need to mob proof it as well. The amount of times I had mobs spawning up here when I was building during the dark. That was my fault though. I should have slept. But yeah, I need to mob proof it as well. But yeah, it's looking great. It's looking really, really nice. Currently, we're not finished though. Obviously, we've still got a lot to do. I mean, I've mob proofed these parts. I've slabbed this. It's just the carpet I need to mob proof currently because I had to have a few problems with mobs spawning, but we're good other than that. But yeah, we're looking good. We just need to get it attached on, and then I don't know if I'm actually going to add the propeller at the back. I've sort of changed my mind. I know. But I changed my mind again. I think it's actually quite nice as it is, but I need to add the two propellers at the side as well. And that's something I'm not sure if I'm going to use iron for or what. But resource-wise, we're sort of okay. I may have to go and collect more jungle wood because I have used a ton of it for this build. Yet again, I have underestimated how much resources I am going to use for such a project. I think such things may be said for every project, because I'm not half right when it comes to using resources for this project. They have been plentiful. Anyway, let me get here and show you guys sort of what's changed. I have changed the scheme up slightly. I don't know how I feel about it. I was hoping you guys will maybe leave a comment down below. I actually changed the side panel layout for, is it the new Crimson? What is it? Yeah, Crimson Trapdoor. Yeah. I just thought maybe throwing the purple in it, just sort of gave it an off balance of colour slightly enough that, you know, you can kind of get away with it. It's not too in your face, but it adds an extra colour in. I thought some needed to be broken up because it was quite all the same. And then I threw these birch doors in, just as you can see on the sides where the sort of connections come down, so they look like they've been almost like buckled in. And then I've also added in the connections for the blimp. Well, I say blimp, for the balloon to be sort of fixed on. It's just basic, you know, jungle trapdoors, jungle wood behind it, and then jungle stairs sort of connected on it as a zigzag pattern. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm actually really happy with it. As I say, I'm not sure about the Crimson trapdoors. I was hoping you guys would maybe give me your opinion on it. And yeah, I mean, if you guys are not obviously feeling that, you know, I'll be happy to change it. I'm kind of okay with it, but I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to think on it, but I'd love to get your guys' opinion on it as well. One thing that has happened is I managed to get enough wool to sort of cover this up here, and I mean just enough wool. I barely have like a couple of any bits left. It has been a long resource gather for this build. I think that was what I was just saying in the last was, you know, you never really know. Yep, I walk in these things and just don't have enough. Definitely. I think accidentally, in my haste of building, I have created an unintentional mob farm in here. I've been hearing mobs, and I didn't think they were in here, but I think this is actually where they're coming from. Oh yeah, we've got mobs in here. So yeah, I managed to create an unintentional mob farm, so I'm going to light up in here. So so because I don't have enough carpet to cover it until I do. Oh no, I'm getting out of here. Creepers, don't want creepers blowing up this. Until I do, I'll just light it up. That'll probably suffice just now, I'd imagine. But still got a bit more work to do with regards to this. So let's continue on and we'll try and get sort of finished. I still need to add the fans on. I'm not sure if I'm going to use iron or not. That is the question. And to answer said question, we used iron. Yes, we have. It's actually looking glorious. Look at this. Luckily I have an iron farm, so I've access to plenty of iron. Oh, there's a fan. I'm going to try and land here so I can show you guys. There we go. Yep, so I've used iron blocks and the iron fencing as well. I used the grindstones as sort of propellers. I really wish they'd sort of come out like this, you know, where they're not sort of directly on, they're only like half and half. Oh, wow, go away, ow! Ah! The phantoms, the phantoms! I'm trying to record a clip here, guys. Leave me be for 2 seconds. Yeah, what was I even saying? Iron, yes, iron. Yes, so I used iron fence and used iron blocks, and I also used the grindstones. Ow! Right, okay. I'm going to have to deal with these guys. Where are you? There you are. Goodbye, sir. Right. Again, yes, grindstones. Yeah, I've used them as sort of propellers. As I say, I did sort of want them like this, where they were, you know, they weren't straight up and down, they were off to, like the sides. That's about the best I could do, was like that. I think that worked quite well. And I've used the iron trapdoors just to sort of cover the lighting that I've used. I used glowstone underneath and on top for the trapdoors. But yeah, all in all, it's come out really, really well. I've put lighting sort of on the top as well. And I've put a lot of lighting on, you know, just round. I've just used the chains with the lanterns. I think it's come out really, really well for that sort of part. Also did the grindstone on the front, so you know it's the front. And I changed the front of this area here, just sort of chopped up a little bit and added a little bit extra on. We're using the dark oak planks and slabs now with the stairs as well. But this is great. Yeah, I've added a lot of lighting and I put a flooring in as well. I'm not sure what to do with this right now, to be honest. I feel like we maybe should put something in it. Not quite sure what yet. I'm maybe going to, you know, put like maybe like a crate of books and stuff in here, so you know, like this is them on, you know, bringing their supply up to the library, and this is where they sort of store it before they sort of put it down. But not quite sure. But this project's complete. Also added in bone blocks as well, just as I know you can't really see it at night, but just as a sort of off color from the white, so it's just not all white as you can see here. It's just a little hint of bone blocks, and that's giving it just a nice sort of dirty look. So it's not like a clean, you know, balloon. It's been flying for quite a while, but I think that works really, really well. All in all, this is done, as I say, guys. I mean, this has taken me quite some time to build, but it's great. I think it's absolutely amazing. I also changed this bit here, you may see. I've sort of reinforced it. It looked quite skinny before and didn't look like it was, shall we say, the strongest hook. So I've added a bit more to that, and that looks a lot better. But this, as I say, this project is done. The blimp has been built, guys, and it's looking cracking. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Look, oh man, look at that. That's the first time I've properly looked from down here, apart from when I came out of the house. But yeah, oh, that is so cool. Oh wow, that's awesome. Look at it delivering. I also added lanterns in here just to light these up as well. But oh man, so cool. Absolutely love this project. But we ain't done yet. We have a fan to build, and set fan is coming along rather nicely. Yes, we have the outlay of the fan now built. As I would say, it's not an awful lot. It's just the sort of template for it just now. It's rather skinny for to go with this, but yeah, I have to build a couple of things up. So I've terraformed this little bit under here. It was just dirt before. It has now been sort of terraformed to look like the rest of the island, and then been sort of, it sort of envelops this is what would you call it, like a coupling, you know, the connection for the fan onto it. So I just built this out, the polished andesite stairs. I've got furnaces in here because I thought it looked quite industrial. I like the sort of texture of the bottom of the furnaces and that. I did, you know, the iron fence, and we've got the classic grindstone that we've been using for this project, just as sort of like the coupling onto the actual fan itself, or, you know, I keep calling it a fan, propeller blade itself. I've added glowstone just for a bit of light into, but if you want to get out here, we can have a wee look. And I say, this is just a template, this is not the final product. Yeah, I just wanted to sort of get a scale down for how big we're going to build it, because I didn't want to build it too short because it would look ridiculous, and too big because then it would look ridiculous. But I think this is actually probably the right size of scale. I say it's going to be, this is not the final product, it's going to be it's going to be a lot thicker than it currently is. It's far too skinny for, you know, the size island we have, so we're going to build it out and maybe build it a little bit down, make it like a lot thicker looking. But yeah, it's coming on along great. It's coming on really great. I like kind of what we've done with this. So a good start. It's a really good start, that's all I'll say. It's a very good start. But I think that's going to be it from me today, guys. I did want to kind of get this project finished, but building that thing up in the sky took a lot longer than I expected it would. So I'm going to have to sort of stop there for today, and we will continue this project, or pick up the rest of this fan project when we begin our next episode. But that's it for me today, as I say. So yes, if you have liked this video, by all means drop a like on the video, that'd be great. And if you are new and you're watching this video, by all means hit the subscribe button. That really helps me, really helps my channel as well, guys, and it'd be much appreciated from me. Anyway guys, that's it for me today, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye guys!